Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's Icebound has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best brew in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.
on, you got 2. Yeah!
Just one more throw, please.
You make moments like these possible.
stronger agronomics, better returns, greater peace of mind from pre-seed to post-harvest. You can count on the Victory Canola program.
Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed, has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You could throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice to leave behind a legacy.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's Icebound has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best broom in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
bit of a roll, but not much. Kaitlyn will be asking to have the guard replaced. In the third, the team Laws noticed a little something on the ice. Jocelyn's cleaning it out of her hand. Nearly perfectly buried. Tabitha Peterson calling the peel, looking to clear out the front. Big weight here from Corey Christensen. And she will get the peel and actually spill one of their own into the ring. So that is a great result from Team Peterson. Kaitlyn's got to be careful now with the jam. She'll likely set up a double. Asking Selena for the intern hit. And they are on it. And that's a nice shot there from Selena. She gets the nose hit. Again, welcome everyone. I am Rene Comeau. We are coming to you live from the Saville Shootout in Edmonton, Alberta. We have Team Peterson from the US and Team Laws from Manitoba. We are tied at 1-1 here in the fourth end of play. Team Laws is sitting 2 yellow. Corey Teese, the third for Team Peterson. Looking to play an intern takeout here. Looks like she's playing a bit of a quieter weight. Wants to make sure she keeps her shooter. They're trying to make it curl. She will roll over. Yellow is still sitting shot. Kaitlyn will be looking for the hit to sit 2. We've got 271 people tuning in. Let us know in the comments where you're tuning in from. Kaitlyn Laws delivering her first stone here in the fourth end. And she will get the hit and a little roll on top of her own. She does leave a double for Team Peterson. Looks like they're going to be playing the out turn. They're electing to play it inside out. Tabitha Peterson looking for the double here to bail her team out of trouble here in the fourth. They do have the hammer. They're trying to make it curl, and she will sail past the one in the back and roll out. So this is a good opportunity here for Team Laws to put the pressure on. They've got a good chance at a steal here. They'll be looking to go top 12. This is Kaitlyn Law's final stone here in the fourth end. As always, she takes her time in the hack, goes through her pre-shot routine. Jocelyn's cleaning out of her hand. Looks close. If anything, a little heavy and might have overcurled slightly, but it's pretty good. Looks like Peterson might have room to play a little draw tap for one. They're looking at playing back 4 weight. Tricky shot here for Tabitha. Again, folks, we have curling around the clock here at the Saville Shootout. The draws are staggered, so make sure you tune in all weekend to catch the action. Tabitha Peterson. And the final stone here in the fourth end with hammer. A draw against 2. She's going to need to get to the button to score. They're on it for line. Are they going to make it past the yellow? No, they rub the yellow, but they will roll in for second shot. So that is a steal of 1 for Team Laws to take the lead. 2-1 after 4.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardlines Icebound has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best broom in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.
This is it. It all comes down to this rock. The hours in the gym, the weeks away from my family. This is what I've been training for. And all those voices trying to tear me down, I'm here to silence them. We've given everything we have for a chance to get everything we want.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are coming to you live from the Saville Shootout in Edmonton, Alberta. We have Team Laws leading Team Peterson 2-1 at the halfway point. Kristen McQuish, the lead on Team Laws, delivering her first stone here. Kaitlyn is calling for the center guard. Again, we are playing with the no-tick rule. So for the first 5 rocks, You cannot tick the opposition's rock off the center line, or else it has to go back, and then your rock will be removed. Taylor Anderson is the lead for Team Peterson. She's looking to come around the center guard. And that's a nice shot there from Taylor. Biting the top four, pretty much fully buried. Kaitlyn is calling for the freeze. Looks like we're going to get some rocks in play this end. They're on it for line. Line looks pretty good. And they just squeak by the guard. And they settle half in the 8-foot. It's a nice shot there from Kristen. I'm Rene Comeau, coming to you live from the Saville Shootout in Edmonton, Alberta. This is draw 3 of the event. There'll be action all weekend long. Make sure you subscribe to the Curling Zone channel. Taylor Anderson looking for the freeze here. Comes up a little bit light. Now got staggered guards out front. Jocelyn Peterman, the second on team laws, delivering her first stone here in the 5th end. And again, she will come up a little bit light. Team Peterson does have the hammer. They'll likely want to clean up the center line, even though they are sitting shot stone. They're opting for a team discussion. This really can be the pivotal point in an end where you either decide if you're gonna start bailing now or go for a couple. She could play the come around and try to sit 2 buried. Or she could try to open up the center line to guarantee that she does score. And they are calling a timeout. They'll head down to the other end to speak with the coach. We've got 319 of you currently tuned in from all over. Folks in Montana, Carp, Ontario, Minneapolis, Brockville, Ontario. Teresa says we have 5 U.S. teams playing in this tourney. Nice turnout. That is a strong contingent from the U.S. Ever since John Schuster won that gold medal for the U.S., definitely seems like there's a lot more people interested in the sport, and the teams are competing at a higher level. We've got Francois tuning in from Montreal. We got New Brunswick in the house. Looks like Team Peterson is going to play the peel. Looking to clean up the front. Guarantee they can score this end. Crucial after giving up a steal in the fourth. And they will stuff it. The shooter will roll out, but there is still a stagger out front on the center line. Kaitlyn's looking at playing a freeze tap here, trying to put the pressure on. Again, the conditions are great this weekend. As you can see, Kaitlyn's on the edge of the 8 into the 12 foot, so they're getting lots of curl. Makes for some great curling. For a lot of these teams, it is their first event of the season. We've got Tim joining us from Abbotsford, BC. Hi, Tim. And Jocelyn Peterman will come in. She will get a small tap. The red is still sitting shot. Top 4. Hi, Gary from Ormstown, Quebec. Bienvenue. And Team Peterson with another prolonged discussion here, trying to figure out what's the best play. They are sitting 1. But those 2 yellow rocks top of the house are dangerous. They're looking at possibly the run back. Vicky Persinger looks like is throwing the second stone. Now, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but she is usually the 5th. I have listed here that Tara Peterson is the normal 2nd. They are looking for the run back on their own red into the yellows in the house. Needs to curl for them. And they will make contact, but they will eliminate their own. Just squeaks out of the ring. So yellow is now sitting 2. Not sure if that's what they had planned. Selena Negevin, 3rd on Team Laws. Looking for the hit here. Playing the inside-out out-turn. They're going to need for it to curl. They're trying to carve it over. And she will hang her shooter. Rolls over to the 8-foot. They are sitting 3. Team Peterson does have the hammer. Team Peterson is looking for the double takeout here. A nose hit from Corey Teese should make 2 of them go. And they will get it just a little bit too thick. The yellow will hang on, biting 8-foot, and Team Laws is still sitting 2. Looks like Kaitlyn's going to go for the hit regardless. They'd like to get a little roll, or she says nose is okay. Jocelyn's on it early. She is scrubbing hard. They just squeak by the guard. They avoid the jam, but they do roll over, potentially set up a double. Team Laws is sitting 3 without the hammer. And looks like Tabitha might change gears here, and she thought about the draw. Yep, they are playing the draw. Looks like it's got a curl. They're trying to make it curl. Weight looks pretty close. And they do bring it into the top 4. Mostly buried. Think about a third, maybe a third exposed, or half a stone. They're asking how much you can see from the hack. Looks like Kaitlyn is going to play the chase. She'll likely just be throwing a hack weight at this. She'll have to come fairly close to the guard. She just needs to get it out of the 12-foot to potentially sit 4. As always, Kaitlyn takes her time in the hack, goes through her pre-shot routine. She's very meticulous. And Jocelyn's trying to carve it. Looks like it really needs to curl. They do have a piece, and that's a great sweep from Jocelyn. She really carved that over. Looks to be about edge to edge with the center line guard. Peterson is facing 4. Looks like she's going to play a similar type shot. Try to get to the inside maybe. Get a piece underneath the guard. She should have a good read after watching Kaitlyn's come down. It looks a little tighter than Kaitlyn's. They're just cleaning it. Looks pretty good. Ooh, and they just get by the guard. And they'll actually overroll. Peeks out the other side now. They do eliminate the yellow from play. Now Kaitlyn is going to try to play a soft weight hit to sit 4, which will force Tabitha Peterson into a pressure draw here in the 5th end. Once again, folks, I am Rene Comeau coming to you live from the Saville Shootout in Edmonton, Alberta. We've got live coverage all weekend long with staggered draw times. Make sure you subscribe to the Curling Zone channel so you don't miss any of the action. Kaitlyn Lawes here delivering her final stone in the 5th end without hammer. Looking to hit and sit 4. Looks pretty good. They're carving it over. And that's a great shot from Kaitlyn. Now pressure is on for Tabitha Peterson. Drawing against 4. They should know this path, so there shouldn't be any surprises here. They're on it early. The line looks good. They need a piece of the forefoot, and that's great sweeping from Team Peterson to tie it up at 2-all after 5.
Don't forget your brooms.
Yep, you got it.
Come on up. Okay, well, what do you got? You got 1, you got 2.
Just one more throw, please.
You make moments like these possible.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming to you live from the Saville Shootout in Edmonton, Alberta. We've got a tie game here in the 6th end, 2-all between Team Peterson and Team Laws. Team Laws does have the hammer here in the 6th end, so they've got a bit of an advantage with hammer in the even ends. Team Peterson called for the center guard just off center line. And Team Laws comes up a bit short. So we've got 2 center guards here to start the 6th. And they're looking for another high guard. Looks like we're gonna get some rocks in play. The 6th end is crucial. Whoever scores here will have a huge advantage, and we'll be trying to take hammer into the 8th end. These high guards are always tricky because you want it just over the hog line, but you certainly don't want to hog the rock. And this looks like a nice shot from Taylor Anderson. She is biting the center line. Kristen will be looking for the come around here. The line looks pretty good, but they are off of it for weight. It will slip behind the tee line, which will give Peterson the opportunity for a freeze. If they can make a nice freeze here, they'll be in good shape. Delivering the second stone for Team Peterson is Vicky Persinger. Looks like they've got lots of line. They're going to have to make this one curl. They're trying to carve it over, but it will be wide open. Now Kaitlyn's got to decide if she wants to go on the offense or the defense. She's got the chance to put some pressure on here, but she's not sure if she wants to leave those guards out front. We've got 367 of you joining us from all over the world. Let me know in the chat who you're cheering for. We got the battle of Canada versus US here. One of the top Canadian teams, one of the top American teams. Looks like Kaitlyn is opting for the peel. Calling for the big weight out turn. And that's a great double peel from Jocelyn Peterman. Team Laws is still shot stone back of the button. Team Peterson will be looking for a nice draw here. If they can freeze it right on the face. Looks pretty close. And that is a great shot. Looks like they did get shot stone. Looks like Kaitlyn's calling for the big weight. Might be a double if they just hair by the guard. And if they get the guard, it's not the end of the world. And that is a beautiful shot from Jocelyn Peterman. 2 doubles in a row. First the double peel, follows that up with another double, and now Team Laws is sitting 2. But they are behind the tee line, so Peterson has the chance for a nice draw here to put some pressure on. third, Corey Teese looking for a nice draw here. They're on it right out of her hand. Now they're getting off. It's gonna need to curl. And it looks to be a bit heavy, which is too bad because they jumped it out of her hand. She does hang on for shot stone though. Kaitlyn briefly looked at potentially playing a draw in, a little tap to sit 3, but looks like she's going to play it safe and go for the peel. Again, scoring in the 6th end is huge here. Team Laws does not want to give up a steal. That's a nice shot there from Selena. And Tabitha is indicating the freeze in the pocket. If they can get one right into that pocket, it'll be tough to eliminate. Virtually the same shot she just threw, so she should be close. Looks like we got folks in the chat from Valleyfield, Quebec, Vancouver, Vancouver Island, Duluth, Minnesota. Lots of Americans tuning in, which is great to see. And that draw from Corey Christensen, formerly Corey Christensen, now Corey Teese, just recently married. Just overcurled a little bit. Looks like there might be a double for Selena. It's a thin double though. It's tricky. Hi, Larry from Los Angeles. Big weight here from Selena Negevin. And that is a fabulous, fabulous shot. Thin double to sit 3 with the hammer here in the 6th end. Team Peterson's going to be looking to do some damage control now. If she can throw it hard enough, they may be able to get all 3 right on the nose with big peel. Might get the triple. Teresa in the chat is telling me that Corey's last name, Teese, is actually pronounced TC. So please let me know if I'm pronouncing it wrong. And Tabitha Peterson will get 2 yellows, but the third does hang on the edge of the 12. So Kaitlyn will be looking to hit and sit 2. Kaitlyn will be looking across the face here. Get a little roll over to make sure that there's no double. Kristen's on it early. Looks pretty close. And they will get a little roll. It's a nice shot from Kaitlyn to sit 2. Now they should have a crack at the double here. She's gonna have to throw the big weight. Cross-house double. She's not taking much ice here, so I imagine she'll be throwing it pretty hard. And they're on it out of her hand. And looks like that's overcurled. She'll actually roll the other way. And that will give Kaitlyn Laws an open hit for 2. And this is a big deuce here in the 6th end. Kaitlyn Laws delivering her final stone here in the 6th end with hammer. Looking for a hit and stick for 2. And they're cleaning it, looks pretty good. And that's a nice deuce there for Team Laws. They take the lead 4-2 after 6. We'll be right back.
Stronger agronomics, better returns, greater peace of mind. From pre-seed to post-harvest, you can count on the Victory Canola program.
Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed, has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You could throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice to leave behind a legacy.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
Welcome back, folks. I am Rene Comeau, coming to you live from the Saville Shootout in Edmonton, Alberta. We've got Team Laws leading Team Peterson 4-2. Here in the 7th end, Team Peterson does have the hammer. Nice corner guard here from Taylor Anderson. Now Kaitlyn will be looking for a center guard to protect that rock in the top 8. Kristen McQuish is the lead for Team Laws. And they'll want to make sure this is on the center line. And it does catch a piece. The no-tick rule is in effect, which means the first 5 stones of the end cannot tick the opposition's rock off the center line, or else the rock has to go back, and the throwing rock is eliminated from play. Now this is new just in the last couple of years, so players are still getting used to it. This is an 8-end game. So we've got 2 ends left to play. All the World Curling Tour events and the Grand Slams are all 8 ends. And then once we get to the Scotties, the Brier, they are 10 ends. Jocelyn Peterman, the second stone for Team Laws, looking for a takeout here. And they will hit and stick. Team Peterson looking for the roll behind the corner guard. They're going to have to try to set up a deuce here. Looks pretty close. They're on and off. And they do get a roll, but not quite enough. It is still open for Team Laws, and they'll be looking for the hit and roll back behind the center guard. Jocelyn Peterman playing the inside out hit. And they will get the perfect roll. That's a fabulous shot by Jocelyn. Looks like Team Peterson, is opting for the draw behind the corner guard. Team Laws is sitting 1 buried. Top 12. They should be able to get buried behind the corner and be shot, which is crucial. They're on it early. Looks like it's really curling. They're going to have to work to get it by. And they do wreck on the front. Looks like it was a little light as well. And that's a big miss out of Team Peterson. Now Selena Negevin looking to come around top 4 here, sit 2 buried, put the pressure on. If Selena can make a nice draw here, Team Peterson will be in big trouble here in the 7th end. And they're working to get it by, and they just squeak it by. And that is a beautiful shot from Selena Negevin. Does look like it's about half open. They could chase it, but it's tricky. They're looking at the run double. I'd like to welcome everyone tuning in. I am Rene Comeau. We've got nearly 500 of you from all over the world. Feel free to hop on the live chat. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Team Peterson looking for the run back here, and they do connect. They take 1 opposition stone out of the 12-foot, but there is still 1 Laws stone, top 4, partially buried.
The hole looks bigger down there than here.
Kaitlyn's calling for a come around. They're looking to set up the Christmas tree effect, which Colleen Jones coined many years back. They'd like to get this at least half underneath the guard. Have to be careful not to set up a double. This looks really nice. And that is a great shot there from Selena Negevin. Peterson is going to have to connect on one of these run backs, or else they're in big trouble here in the 7th. And Corey does get the run back double. Fabulous shot by Corey Teese. That was a big shot from Corey to bail her team out here in the 7th. They must score here if they want to have a chance in the 8th. Kaitlyn's looking for the come around. She'll want to be top 4 above the tee line buried. The sweepers are just cleaning it early. They're on it now. The line looks pretty good. But it's light. Way light. And that'll be a disappointing miss from Kaitlyn. She had the chance to put the pressure on there. Now all of a sudden, Team Peterson has a chance to sink one and potentially get a deuce. It's amazing how much can change in just 2 shots. Team Laws went from having 2 buried to all of a sudden potentially having to face an opposition stone buried. Tabitha discussing the weight with her front end. She knows this is a crucial draw. Lots of line. They're trying to carve it over. Weight looks nice, and they will get it about half buried. Looks like Kaitlyn can still chase it. She's asking how much you can see from the hack. Only about half. Now if she does play the freeze, it'll be tricky for Peterson to get in there for her second point. Once again, everyone, I'm Rene Comeau coming to you live from the Saville Shootout in Edmonton, Alberta. Team Laws is leading Team Peterson 4-2 here in the 7th end. Peterson does have the hammer. They are sitting 1, partially buried. Looks like Kaitlyn has opted to go for the chase. Kaitlyn's looking at it from the hack, and she says that doesn't look so good from the hack. So she is going to head down back to the other end and possibly change her mind. It's always important as a skip to not change the shot from the hack. Make sure you go to the other end, put the broom down again, reset, and that's exactly what she's doing. Now they are looking at the freeze. Again, if she makes a nice freeze, it's going to be tricky for Team Peterson to get in there for their second point. Hello to Edward and Jenny White, tuning in from PEI. They are a great mixed doubles team out of PEI. Kaitlyn's going to be careful here that she doesn't bounce off. She was light on her first one, so we'll see if she can make an adjustment here on her second. They're trying to carve it. Looks like it's got quite a bit more weight. Looks pretty good, and they will get in their top 8. It's a pretty good shot from Kaitlyn. Does the trick. Team Peterson's trying to figure out how they can get in there for their second point. It's looking like the tap is probably their best option. She'll need to promote this guard up to bite the forefoot in order to get her deuce and tie it up. Last rock here from Tabitha Peterson in the 7th end with the hammer. They're going hard for line. And a fabulous shot by Tabitha Peterson. Taps it up to bite the forefoot, get her deuce, and tie it up going into the 8th and final end. We'll be right back after this.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's Icebound has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best broom in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you live from the Saville Shootout in Edmonton, Alberta. We are down to the wire here in the 8th end. We are all tied up 4-4 between Team Peterson and Team Laws. Kaitlyn Laws does have the hammer coming home. Looks like Team Peterson's center guard is just biting the center line. It's close. It's hard to tell. If it is, in fact, biting the center line, Team Laws has to be careful that they don't tick it. And that's a nice draw there from Kristen McQuish, lead of Team Laws. She is fully buried, biting the top 8. Team Peterson's trying to figure out where to put the second guard. Their first one ended up as a 2, which they would have wanted either a 1 or a 3. So now they've got to figure out how to not group these center guards that will allow for Team Laws to make an easy double peel. Nice shot there from the lead, Taylor Anderson. Looks like it is touching the center line, but again, they are grouped. They're quite close together, which allows for Team Laws potentially to double peel them here in a few rocks' time. Looks like they got lots of line here. They're going to go way back. They want to make sure they don't leave it back 4. And that's exactly what they do. They leave it back 4, which is not great for Team Laws. Gives Team Peterson some backing to work with. Team Peterson looking for a nice draw here. They either want to freeze the yellow back 4 or try to get mostly buried. The brushers are on it. Looks like for line and for weight. Weight looks pretty good. And it will come up top 8. Second shot. And Kaitlyn Laws sprints out front to get rid of those center guards. Trying to decide which way is the better way. They're opting for the outturn, I believe, across the face. This will be big weight here from Jocelyn. And and she'll just miss the second red. Still a good shot. Still opportunity here for Peterson. They've got a few rocks in play. Once again, everyone, I'm Rene Comeau, coming to you live from the Saville Shootout in Edmonton, Alberta. Thank you to all 634 of you for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to the Curling Zone YouTube page. There'll be live action all weekend long. This has been a great game, down to the wire, all tied up here in the 8th end. Kaitlyn Laws does have the hammer. And I believe they were trying to come into the house there, so that one comes up a little bit light. Looks like a fairly standard double peel. Big shot here from Jocelyn Peterman to clear at the front. Ooh, she will get the double, but keeps her shooter out front. We are now on to third stones here. They're going to have a team discussion. We are down to the wire here, folks, all tied up in the 8th end. Let me know in the live chat who you think is going to squeak out the victory. Is Team Peterson going to steal for the win? Or is Kaitlyn Laws going to score here in the 8th? It's been a great game so far. It is early in the season, so for a lot of these teams, it is their first event. So considering it's their first event, it's been very high quality today. Team Peterson consulting with their coach, calling a timeout here. The iconic Kathy Overton Clapham. So looks like they are gonna make a play in the house. Right now, Laws is sitting shot stone back 4. Team Peterson is sitting second shot top 8. Looks like they are gonna draw out wide out turn. Gonna be tricky here not to set up a red double. Although the red may jam on that back yellow. This is Corey T's first stone here in the 8th end. She is the 3rd on Team Peterson. Formerly Corey Christensen. The line looks pretty good. They're on and off. Looks a little heavy. And it does sit down back 4, but is second shot. Team Law's still sitting shot, barely, just by an inch. And Kaitlyn is looking for the peel. And that's a nice peel there from Selena Negevin. She doesn't miss many of those. Very good hitter. Team Peterson deciding whether they want to guard or get another one in there. Eventually they are going to have to get shot stone. And looks like they are opting for the guard. Trying to make it curl. Almost bites the center line. Kaitlyn is happy just playing the straight peel. Wants to keep things as open as possible. Give herself the best chance on her final stone. They're on it out of her hand. Nicely done by Selena. We are now on to skip stones. Tabitha Peterson with her first stone here in the 8th end. Needs a steal here for the win. Looks like they are coming into the house. Line looks good, but they're a little heavy. Oh, and that's a fabulous, great shot from Tabitha Peterson. Perfectly frozen, gets in there for shot rock. That is clutch from Tabitha. Looks like Kaitlyn will have to throw the big weight here. Kaitlyn's lining it up. It's really a perfect shot there from Tabitha to put the pressure on Kaitlyn. The US fans are happy with Tabitha's first rock, putting her team in a good position for the steal. Kaitlyn's going to have to make a pistol here. Even if she does make contact with the red shot stone, she may still jam it on that yellow on the other side of the 4-foot. And they are on it. Do they get by the front? Ooh, they squeak the front, but make contact. But looks like Team Peterson is sitting 2, maybe even 3. That is not the result that Laws was looking for. Now a big opportunity here for Team Peterson to sit 4 and really put the pressure on Kaitlyn Laws. Once again, folks, I am Rene Comeau, coming to you live from the Saville Shootout in Edmonton, Alberta. We've got curling action all weekend long. Make sure you subscribe to the Curling Zone channel so you catch all the action. We are down to the wire here in the 8th end. We have 2 rocks left to play. Team Kaitlyn Laws does have the last rock. Team Peterson is sitting 3 with 1 more to come. Team Peterson has already used both of their timeouts. They are coached by Kathy Overton Clapham. Looks like they want to go top 8, bite the 4, but that will leave the outturn draw for Team Laws with backing. So they're trying to decide where to put this one. Looks like they're electing to play the out turn. Come around, half buried, top 8, bite the 4. Actually, even full 4 would be good. Shrink that scoring area. Kaitlyn Laws will likely be left with the draw on the other turn. Tabitha Peterson delivering her final rock here in the 8th end. Tie game. She is sitting 3. She needs the steal for the win. They just get by the guard, and they do get it top 8. It's a nice shot from Tabitha. They would have liked it to come a little deeper. They would have liked that in the 4-foot. Now Kaitlyn Laws will have an open draw. She just needs to bite the 4-foot for the win. Kaitlyn Laws delivering her final stone here in the 8th end. Needs a piece of the 4-foot for the win. The sweepers like it early. They're on it halfway down. They're going hard. They're going really hard. They got to drag this one. And it's going to come up light. Team Peterson steals 4 for the win. What a game. Congratulations to Team Peterson. Remember, folks, subscribe to the Curling Zone channel. We've got action all weekend long. Thanks for tuning in.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.